Hello everyone, today will be my weekly video about Merge by Amazon design ideas, where I will talk about different design ideas that I think are good to make, to illustrate, and to have it in your store or to upload it to print on demand platforms. Like Merge by Amazon, TeePublic, Redbubble, or other. Yes, of course, this research will be based on Merge by Amazon short, but if you will make any of these design ideas, you should definitely upload them to different platforms to get more possibilities for sales. And today I chose only evergreen niches, evergreen design ideas. It is that kind of design ideas that can be sold any time of the year. Yes, in less than a week will be Christmas, and of course, as for now and as for upcoming, I think 2-3 weeks, a lot of best-selling designs, best-selling shorts in search results. They will be on Christmas topics, but I think that it's too late to make them for this year, and for next year you will definitely have time, I think, in summer to make some Christmas designs. And as for now, I choose to make some always selling design ideas. I think it will bring you more sales, and you the better to illustrate that kind of designs. And the first design idea is for a search term sawdust is man glitter. It's not very new search keyword. I think I sold it even 3 or 4 years ago, and it already had a lot of sales, but nothing changes for this search term. It's a design for a man, for woodworking person, and what I don't like in this design is that you don't have a lot of things that you can illustrate in this design. It usually made very simple, but as we can see from BSR, best-selling rank, a lot of listings that have good sales, and if you will make a good illustration, a good design, I think you also can have sales for this search phrase. I would definitely brainstorm what can I add to this design, or maybe which stylization will look better for this search phrase. Maybe some vintage 80s or 70s style will look great. Maybe very realistic design or something like that, but I would definitely try to make something that will stand out from all these search results. Many of them look quite similar, and it's not that I want from my design too. Okay, let's go to the next design. It's a mechanic design, another design for a man. Search phrase is I'm a mechanic, but I can't fix stupid. As a full phrase is I'm a mechanic, I can fix stupid, but I can fix what stupid does. It's a funny pun, funny design, not too competitive. 100 plus results for this search phrase. And of course, you should also, like in previous design, make some man-oriented design with simple text, not a lot of colors. For example, like here we can see one color or 3 simple colors, simple text. I think that this vintage distressed style like here also will look good. Not a lot of search volume for this phrase, not a lot of sales, but some sales are happening to different designs for this idea. And I think that you also can make a design with this phrase, and of course you should optimize it not only for this phrase but for different mechanic tags. It is a very niche design, but I think it will be selling good in May when there will be sales for Father's Day, and in other months you can also have some sales with this design idea. It can make you a basic income from your designs, like other designs from this video too. I don't talk today about very trending searches. I think that time before Christmas and in January is more for making some low volume but also low competition designs that can bring you stable basic income from your designs. Okay, let's go to the next design idea. It is a book lover design idea, and the search phrase is, in a word of bookworms, be a book dragon. And it's one of book lovers designs. A lot of bookworms phrases are available for this niche, but this is a kind of new variation of book lover searches that is going from book dragons. Yeah, and of course you should illustrate here some books and some dragons. To be honest, I think that most of top designs in this search made really good, and even here we can find a lot of good designs. They are very similar, so I want to make some different illustration from these designs, but it is also a challenge for me how to make it look different from another searches. And I think that if you will come with a good and different illustration, you can also have a good and stable sales with this search phrase, with this design idea. Okay, let's go to the next idea, to the next search phrase, and the search phrase is, if you want a soft serve, go get ice cream. It is kind of an old search phrase, and to be honest, I saw this phrase a lot of times. I think hundreds of times, but I never did any design for this phrase because I'm thought that it was too niche, too low volumed, but why I want to talk about this design idea in this video is because of the main strategy. Yeah, and if you sometime can find low competition but also a low volume design, of course you don't need to make it if you have a lot of other interesting design ideas that you want to make, you want to illustrate, but when you don't know any great ideas, you should also make an illustration for searches like here, because yes, you don't have of course a lot of sales for this kind of searches, but it is often also stable sales, and when you make an illustration of something like a kind of a sport like volleyball here, or some other hobby, you can use your illustration for different phrases connected with this hobby or with the sport, and from one side, of course, you are doing only a simple design for a concrete phrase, but from another side you also will have a good illustration for any volleyball phrase, for any volleyball search. And as I can see from this search results, I can find several really good designs like here and here, and some also oriented to ice cream designs, but that wouldn't be replicated to another volleyball designs. And of course we can find some poorly made designs too, like here. Yeah, they don't have any sales. As we can see, rank is best-selling rank is not found for these designs, but I am not surprised because this is a very poor design. So if you can come with some good design for this phrase, like here, I think it's a very good variant of vintage style illustration for this search term. You can also make the same illustration for other phrases of volleyball lovers, and it will also bring you some sales. So when it is not a holiday period, you should definitely make that kind of designs, even if the numbers aren't the best for that search. Okay, let's go next, and the next design will be a gardening design with phrase "I will be in my office garden short." It is a funny pun design when phrase is about office, but the illustration is about gardening. And it is of course niche design too, but with good amount of sales, good amount of interest to this topic, especially in pandemic times. A lot of sales of gardening designs now, and as we can see from BSR, a lot of good selling designs are already here, and of course you can make your variation about this phrase that will be made in different style, or maybe just made better. Yes, I can see that the competition isn't too high right now, less than 200 results for this search phrase, but a lot of good designs too, as we can see from the top of search results. There are a lot of shorts that are made really nice. So what I wish to make here is to change stylization, or somehow to add something to this idea. Maybe it will be a very realistic design, or maybe some other variation. Maybe like here we can find this simple minimalistic design, and to be honest, minimalistic variations of gardening designs usually look very good. What I definitely don't want to make for this design is another compilation of some gardening elements like here, because yeah, it can look good, but already a lot of similar designs in search results. So as for me, it is a very good design idea and very good keyword, but of course you need to think and to spend some time on your design, on your design variation. And the next design idea for today is also about gardening, not the whole gardening, but about succulent. What up, Saka? It is one of puns connected with succulents, with this cactus designs, and it has a small competition right now, only 100 designs for this search for this keyword, and there are a lot of different phrases that are connected with succulent phrases. So if you will have some good design about succulents, you can implement them to different design ideas, and of course it will be a good approach from you. We can find some designs with good sales here, but a lot of designs with weekly or monthly sales only, so it's not a high volume search also, but as from a designing perspective, you should definitely make some succulent illustration, because you can adopt it to look in a Christmas style also, for example, for next year, or for another phrases, as I said, and it will definitely have a good possibility to bring you some sales. So it was the sixth idea for today. Subscribe to this channel. It is a weekly video on my channel, and I wish you good sales. Bye.